Okay, good morning. Hi, Mike.
Hi.
This is my good friend and another amazing Bowspring teacher, Mike Stewart from Austin, Texas, and he's going to join me for this little wake up in Bow. So we'll start. Let's start seated actually. And just root down the top paw, so pressing the top of the foot down, finding a gentle drag back for low hollow in the ankle. Rooted hips back, open belly forward, find a rise in the rib cage. A circumferential expansion from the inside out, a radiance illuminating. And then begin to reach the arms forward and just find a gentle seaweed sway side to side, so shifting the ribs, gliding them side to side. Chin is lifted and we have an upward rising energy as the hips and feet, the roots root down. Awesome. And then find some stillness in the center, push 2 seeds forward to find a fullness in the back heart, sweep hands back, ecstasy. Cupping the back of the head, thumbs to the occipital lobe, both hands on either side of the skull and the elbows energetically hugging forward. Find a rise through the center, hips tack back, and the ribs begin to gently shift up away from the hips, forearms rising up. And then find a rise through the middle, arch over to the right. Hips stay back, belly stays open, bowing forward, and we rise up through the place underneath the left armpit. Gentle press of head back into the hand, opens the throat and opens the belly. Yeah, big breathing. And then release the right hand to catch outside edge of the left thigh. And use this place of contact, a little resistance, to get a deeper stretch into your left side. Hips back, belly soft forward, rising up through the left ribs. Start a spiral right away. Take your chin down to your right shoulder. Twist just the ribs to the left. Fix the gaze back in line with the heart and then pick up through the left ribs, arch it over. Awesome. Take one more big full inhale here. Exhale, release 2 seeds forward and find a seaweed sway side to side. Mike's got Bowspring for breakfast and I have coffee. I had some Bowspring for breakfast too. Okay, and then find some stillness in the center, arms push forward. Finding that full radiance through the back, even thinking about those low ribs, and then sweep hands back, ecstasy, gentle press of the head back into the hand, elbows hugging forward and external. And then rise up through the center, finding that big lift, ribs stretching up away from the hips. And then rise up to arch over to the left. Hips pulse back and the belly bows forward, taking a nice peeling over. Awesome. Keep the top paw rooted down, gentle press of head back into the hand. Hips back, open belly, rising through the ribs, and then release the left hand to catch outside edge of right thigh. And this bind, creating a deeper ability to find stretch into the right side. Hips back, open belly, rise up through the right ribs. And then let's add a spiral right away. Chin dips down to the left shoulder. Twist just the ribs to the right. Fix the gaze in line with the heart and then lift it up and arch it over. And take one more big full inhale. Exhale and then total release. Take 2, actually really take your block and just place it to the side, and then take 2 seeds forward into moving your way into crouching cat. Pardon me. So walk the knees back from all fours, find a fullness in the back heart, tuck the toes, lift the knees, move your way crouch or cat. Awesome. So hands as wide as the mat or as wide as your shoulders, whatever makes more sense. Elbows externally rotated and strong push of the mat away. Finding that fullness in the back rib cage. And then the paws rooted, pushing down and out, and the heels pulling back to extend the posterior chain, glutes rise. Find a couple pulses or just some organic movement getting into your space, into your cat-like. Yeah. Mike's finding lightness through his ribs to find a lift with ease through his hands. Awesome. Or the feet. Yeah, the feet. Okay, and then finding some stillness in the middle, paws rooted, pushing down and out, fullness in the back heart. Find an external rotation of the left hand, twist cat right, toes right, knees right, hips sit back towards the heel. Left ear to left shoulder, rise up through your ribs, hips pulse back, belly bows right, chin rises out of the throat. And finding those dig drags to pull the hips more back, soft belly bows to the right, dome right fingertips. I'm just finding some soft openings into the morning. Maybe taking the right hand seed, reach forward and long, extending the stretch all along the right side. Paws rooted. Cascading energy, left ear to shoulder rising in a spiraling action of the ribs towards the right. One more pulse. Awesome, and then come back through center, crouching cat. Heart forward, strong push of the mat away, paws rooted, pushing down and out to the side. Externally rotate right hand, twist cat left, toes left, knees left, hips sit back towards the heel. Ear cascades to shoulder, rise up through your left ribs, dome left fingertips. So finding that pulse, that springiness, hips drag back with the paw of the dig drag. Finding more hollows in your groins and a capacity and openness to bow belly more to the left. Chin lifts out of the throat, rising through the ribs. Maybe take the left hand seed, reach it far and long, extending the whole left side stretch. Pulsing, bending and extending through the legs, hips back, open belly bows to the left. Take one more extension. Awesome, and then coming back through center nice and slow. Crouching cat, heart forward, strong push of the mat away. Eyes forward, take a couple of hops either on the spot or cat burglar, whatever you like. Arms push strong, eyes forward, finding a springiness, open belly. Yeah. And then let's land back into crouching cat. Take a deep squat, root the hips back and walk the hands back. Rise up, open belly, two seeds reach you and lift you forward with standing all the way up. Beautiful. Feet hip distance apart, maybe a little bit wider. Root down your big toe. And I want you to find the roots into the foot, paws pushing down and out, heels hugging to the midline, knees forward, up and energetically out. Hips move back, finding a rise through the belly, arms reaching forward, finding the inflation in the whole back rib cage. And then take the arms, sweep back ecstasy, find a couple of pulses through the middle, sit the hips low, and then forearms rise, lengthen the belly, lift up. Hips pulsing back, belly stays long, open, ribs rising, paws rooted. Awesome. And then find your rise through the middle, take an arch over to the right, hips pulse back, belly bows forward, peel it over. So crescent to the right, gentle press of head back into the hands, hips root back, belly bows forward, arching it over. Awesome. Take your right hand to the top of your right thigh and use that hand, resist the thigh away to create more space into the right side. Picking up through the left and creating that lift and rise through the right. Awesome. Chin dips down to the right shoulder, twist ribs left, fix gaze in line with the heart, rise up, arch over. One more full inhale. Exhale, two hands back to ecstasy. Find a couple pulses through the middle. Hips low, ribs rise, forearms up towards the sky, paws rooted, pulsing. And then find your rise through the middle. Take a big lift up to arch over to the left. Hips pulse back, belly bows forward, arch it over. Searching for that sensation of deep stretch all along the right side. Keeping your hollows all over the place. Ankles, knees, groins, armpits, elbows, hands, chin lifted, throat open. And then take the left hand to the top of the left thigh and use that place of contact to create more space into the left side while you rise up to arch over. Adding a spiral chin to left shoulder. Isolating gaze to shift the ribs to the right. Fix the gaze in line with the heart. Lift up and arch over. Awesome. One more full inhale. Exhale. And then a total release. Step wide, step wide. Sit into your seat, hips move back, belly stays long, ribs rising. Let's take the hands to the top of the thighs and just find a couple of extensions, gliding legs side to side. Keep micro bends in the knees, paws rooted, hips back, belly long, chin lifted, fullness in the heart. Awesome. And then come to stillness in the center, hips back, arms hang in front of you, gorilla. Allow the arms to just glide. Actually, the arms are just attachment, so it's the ribs that glide and then the arms just dangle. And they move in connection with the rest of the body. Hips back, open belly, fluid, organic. Okay. And then find your stillness. Lift the heart high, 2 seeds forward. Find a fullness in the rib cage. Hover the heels. Hop the feet together. And then hop the feet apart. Hop the feet together. Hop the feet forward. Hop wide. Hop together. Hop forward. Hop back. Hop forward. Hop forward. Hop wide, hop together, and stay. Cool. And bring the hands, 2 seeds connect in front of you. So bringing the second knuckle of the index finger together. Light fist connecting and the elbows pushing forward, finding the fullness in the back heart. Shift the weight to the left foot. Dig, drag right, pick it up, propeller pose. Finding a hamstring hug, heel towards the bum. Hinge at the hips to take the torso forward just a little bit. Root down left toes, hips back, open belly, fullness in the rib cage. Thinking about those shoulder blades rising up and then pulse up and down on the standing leg. Find a little heat. Can you connect into your right glute? So hamstring hug energy, heel towards the bum. Long belly, lifted chin. Awesome. And then let's send the hips way back. Take 2 seats down towards the mat. Long belly, rooting left femur back into hip socket the whole way down. And then domes meet the mat. Domes slide back to right. Find a couple of hops side to side. Hitch kicks. Arms push so strong. Eyes forward, landing light. It's like you're painting a rainbow with your butt. Gliding the hips side to side. The hips don't lie. What's up? Okay, next time you land on your left foot, stay. Woo, yeah. Now you're going to come back the same way you came up. Knee hugs forward, hips move back, open belly, 2 seeds reach you up. Yes. Boom, what's up? Carry the right ankle, cross ankle squat. Ankle crosses over top of left thigh. Knee stays narrow while you sit low into your seat. Knee narrow, hips back, open belly, little pulse lifts the ribs high. Options with the hands, you can take them down to the thighs or one to the inseam of the knee, one to the heel. If you prefer a globe variation or ecstasy variation, you can take that. Here, just finding your roots. So grounding down through that left foot, hips back, belly open. It's like you're sitting in a chair, but you are the chair. Okay. Sit a little lower, hips back, arms pushing the belly longer, ribs rising, chin lifted, throat open. One more big full inhale. Exhale, you're going to sweep the right knee out to the side, open leg, connect right seed to right knee, left arm reaches forward, hinge at hips, belly leans forward. Hamstring hug energy, heel to the bum, reaching long, rising through the chin. Calm the breath, full inhales, deep exhales. And then we're going to take that right foot, step back, tribal lunge. Yes. Find a seaweed sway in your lunge, gliding the ribs side to side. Awesome. And then let's set up side coil pose. So left seat to the inseam of left knee, right arm reaches long to the side. Take a big full inhale, inflate the back ribs, and then sweep the hand back into ecstasy. Drag the right paw back to send the hips back, and in opposition, elbow reaches forward, rise up through right ribs, belly bows right, hips drag back. Find your roots, rising through the ribs. Gentle press of head back into the hand, open up the throat, open up the belly. Awesome. Take one more pulse, reach far and long, extend the whole right side. And then lift the torso up to take a horseshoe hold, left hand to the top of left thigh. Okay, and then finding extension through your left leg. So it's all like you're rooting your femur back into the hip socket, and the right arm can reach out, seed hand, forward and long. Finding a broadening action through the back heart. Hips back, open belly, rooting left femur back into left hip socket. Yeah, little pulsing is nice. Chin is lifted, belly long. Cool. Take one more big full inhale here. Exhale, lift all the way up and pivot your feet to face the side. Okay, sit into your seat, reach the arms forward and take them back, ecstasy. A couple of pulses through the middle, hips back, lifting up, belly stretch. Roots rooting, hips back, long belly rising up to take it back, wide stance, maybe back bend, but more belly opener. I don't even like to say the back bend anymore. Okay, take one more lift up. And then take the hands, horseshoe hold to the top of the thighs, little pause. Hips back, long belly. Full inhale. Deep exhale. One more of those guys, full inhale. Deep exhale. Great. And then let's take some shoulder dips. So right shoulder dips left, hips move back and wide behind you. Long belly, lengthen the whole torso. And then left shoulder to the right, hips move back and wide behind you. Right shoulder left. Left shoulder right. And one more time, right shoulder left. Left shoulder right. Okay, and then coming back through center, pivot left toes forward. Take two seeds, reach them forward. You're going to take a little spring into infinity pose. Two places right foot could land, either to the shin or to the knee. Yeah. So, standing leg stays bent, hips move back, knee stays narrow, belly lengthens as the ribs rise. Arms pushing forward to keep space and fullness in the back heart, chin lifted. Finding your balance, finding your stability, roots rooting, knee forward, hips back, long belly, ribs rising, chin lifted, open the throat. And then let's cross the leg all the way over, find a phoenix kickstand. So right toes just a little bit ahead of and to the left of the left. Squish the knees forward, hips back. Arms reach forward and then sweep them back into ecstasy. Option for crown hands if you prefer that resistance, head into hands. And then here, finding your rise through the middle, hips rooting down as the forearms lift up, lengthen the belly. Okay, couple of pulses, just creeping into your length, right? Hips stack back, knees push forward, dig, drag right paw back, keeps right glute engaged. One more big lift up, up. Beautiful. And then release the arms, step the right foot wide, step left foot wide, step wide. Deep squat, hips move way back, long belly. Hold here and just find a couple of little pulses, get into the bum. So paws pushing down and out, hips back, long belly. Sitting into that seat, getting the glutes to engage by rooting of the paws. Awesome. And then let's find the relief. Hips move back and up behind you. Two domes make their way to the mat. Dome, slide back to bright, step back, crouch your cat. And finding your roots and your find your base here. Little spring, hips back, ribs forward, lengthen the belly. Awesome. Okay, walk the feet together. Cross right ankle over top of left thigh. Hips back and wide behind you, long belly. Twist your left foot to the right side. Other right. Yeah. Ear to shoulder, rise ribs. Hips moving back. Finding lightness underneath the left armpit. This is like a big, juicy stretch here. Hips back, open belly. And then twist back. We're gonna narrow, or we're gonna come all the way down into a falcon pose. Pardon my cough. Knee stays narrow up to the top right hand corner of the mat, ankle in front of the left thigh. Take 2 seats forward to lower the forearms down to the mat, creating space and length in the belly. Awesome. Mike, walk your back knee, the left knee back just a little bit. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so finding more length in the belly. You could find a hamstring hug, heel to the bum, get those glutes engaged, forearms pressing strong down into the mat, energetic drag back of elbows to create the sensation of ribs pulling forward as the hips drag back. Crown of head reaches forward, lengthen the belly. Take one more big full inhale. Exhale. And then inflate the back ribs with a big inhale. Lift the elbows up away from the mat with lightness. Walk the hands back, tuck your back toes, rise back up, crouching cat. Okay, narrow the knees, lower the knees, come down to all fours. We'll walk the hands wide, set up panther prep, knees walk back just a little bit to come onto the base of the thighs. Hamstring hug, heels to the bum, hero and fiesta the feet. Keeping fullness in the back heart, long belly, hips pulling back, come down halfway, elbows pull out to the side. Awesome, and then lift back up, going at your own pace. And coming down nice and slow, less is more, just about to the height of the elbow. Hamstring hug energy, heels to the bum, turning your body into like a machine. Awesome. Great. And then press all the way back up, hands back to the mat, tuck the toes, lift the knees, crouch your cat. Or actually take a pause. Do you need water? No, you're good? Okay, cool. So crouch your cat. Meow, meow, meow. Awesome. So externally rotate left hand, twist cat right. Toes right, knees right, hips back, ear to shoulder, rise ribs. Drop the left, pick up the right, one arm, one leg, side balance, ear to shoulder, rise through the ribs. Yeah. Finding a lift and extension through the left leg, rooting left femur back into hip socket, knee hugs forward, hips back, open, peel the belly. One more full inhale. Exhale, lower down, twist back, crouch cat. And then straight over to the other side, external rotation of the right hand, twist cat left. Couple pulses here. And then root down the right foot. Drop the right, pick up the left, one arm, one leg, side balance. Finding extension in that right leg, right femur, rooting up into the right hip socket, hips back, open belly, ear to shoulder, rise ribs. One more full inhale. Exhale, come back, crouching cat. Walk the feet wide. Deep squat, hips root back. Take your hands, create a lightness, long belly. Walk the hands all the way back. And then lifting all the way up. Hands to the top of the thighs, glide the legs side to side. So just finding a nice extension and shifting of the hips, lengthen the inseam of the legs, keeping micro bends in the knees, paws rooted. Awesome. And then find some stillness. Walk the feet together. And then walk your feet forward. Pause, touching down so sensitively. Hips gliding, long belly, fullness in the ribs. And then take a pause. Little domes to the top of the thighs, hips back, lengthen the belly, fullness in the rib cage, lifted chin, open throat. And shift the weight to, actually take two seeds, connect. So second knuckle of index finger, elbows pushing forward, fullness, radiance in the back heart. Shift the weight to the right, dig, drag left, pick up for propeller pose. A little hinge at your hips, takes your torso forward just a little bit. Hips moving back and wide behind you, hamstring hug. The left heel to the bum, long belly, lifted chin, and then pulse up and down. Can you get the left glute to engage? Because we know the right one is. Hips back and wide, long belly, fullness in the rib cage. And then find some stillness. Deep bend into your right knee, hips moving back and up behind you. Take two seeds, reach them forward, long belly. Takes the hands down towards the mat by hinging at the hips. Keep rooting the right femur back into the right hip socket. Hips back, knee forward. Two domes to the mat. Dome side back right. Hop side to side. Arms push strong. Landing so light, painting that rainbow with the bum. Next time you land on your right foot, stay. Coming back how you came in, hips move back, open belly, two seeds forward, lifts you all the way up. Meow, meow, meow. Find your breath, hips back, belly lengthens, arms forward. Take the left ankle, cross over top of right thigh, set up cross ankle squat. Left knee narrows forward while you sit low into your seat. Knee forward, hip back, open belly. Little pump, lifts your ribs high like you're energetically pressing down on a bar. And then options for the hands can meet the tops of the thighs. One to the knee, one to the heel. Maybe globe, maybe ecstasy, whatever you kind of fancy here. Resist ankle into thigh, thigh back into ankle. Hips back and wide behind you. Sometimes it's nice to take your hands to your bum here and spread the cheeks. Chin is lifted, rising energy through the torso. Big full inhale, sit a little lower, hips back, open belly, arms push strong to lift the ribs, rise and lengthen the belly. Okay. And then moving from here, we're going to shift the left knee out to the side, open leg, right seed reaches forward and long. So finding an energetic knee hug forward, hips move back. Lengthen and tone the belly, reach it forward, keep full in the back heart, chin lifts, throat opens. One more big full inhale here. Awesome. Moving this left foot back, tribal lunge. So slow, so mindful, light land, left paw touches down, seaweed sway. Or let's give yourself a big hug. I like a hug. And with this hug, finding an expansion through the back heart and just glide your ribs side to side like a little worm. Or you can make circles or whatever feels organic and intuitive here. The hug facilitates a fullness in the back and a connection to the back. And it also gives us an isolation of the ribs. Okay. And then find some stillness. And let's set up side coil, so right seed to the inseam of right knee, left arm reaches long to the side, fill and push the expansion into the back heart, and then sweep hand back, ecstasy. Elbow hugs into the cheek, and then we dig, drag, left paw back, reach elbow forward, hips pulse back, belly bows. Gentle press of the head back into the hand, peels throat open, peels belly open. Awesome. Lift and lengthen through the belly. Keep full through the back. Elbow hugs forward. Head presses back into the hand. Peel throat open. Peel belly open. How much space can you create all along the whole left side? And take one more big expansion. Head presses back into the hand. Maybe gaze shifts forward. Belly opens. Ribs rise. Hips drag back. And then take a horseshoe hold, right hand to the top of left thigh, rise the torso. Left arm reaches forward and to the side to create that spaciousness in the shoulder blades. Find extension through your right leg, like you're rooting your right femur up and back into your hip socket. Little pulses. Chin lifted, throat open. Awesome. One more full inhale. Exhale, pivot your feet to face the side. And walk the feet back just a little bit so that you can take a deep squat. And send the hips back, long belly, two domes make their way to the mat. Moving your way, hands plant down, spring or right hand, whatever you want to call them. Take a couple hops, arms push strong, eyes forward, hopping frog hops. Wide stance, knees stay open at a 90-degree, hips move back, yeah, arms push strong. You. One more hop, you got it, yeah, and then land down. Hips move back, long belly lifts you up, take two domes to the top of the thighs and find a pause. Recalibrate the nervous system with big, full inhales, deep exhales. Awesome. Walk the feet back onto the mat. Great. And then pivot your right foot forward. And then we're going to take 2 seeds, reach them forward, taking a little spring into infinity pose. Hips back, left paw takes a land either to the shin or to the knee. Standing leg stays bent. Yeah, hips move back behind you, belly lengthens, arms push forward. With these arms reaching forward, we find that fullness, that expansion in the back rib cage, but it's not just the back, it's the whole rib cage, lifting up to take you back, maybe. Knees forward, hips back, long belly, lifted chin. Whew. Full inhales, rising, rising. One more big inhale. Exhale, left leg crosses all the way over, set up Phoenix kickstand. So left paw lands a little to the side of the right and ahead of the right. Squish knees forward, hips move back. 2 seeds reach forward and then sweep hands back, ecstasy or seed hand, whatever you want. Yeah, like here it's like take it chill, seeds, globes, crown, ecstasy, whatever you need. Yeah, crown hands, beautiful hands. Little rooster. Good morning. Knees forward, hips back, lengthening the belly, ribs rise, forearms up towards the sky. Crown hands gives you something for your crown to press up into, to find more length, to find more space, lifting, rising. One more big lift up. Awesome. And then release the arms, step wide, step wide. And take a deep squat, hips move way back behind you, long belly. 2 domes make their way down to the mat. Dome side back right, step back, or hop back, crouching cat. Yo! Cool. Externally rotate the left hand, twist cat right. Toes right, knees right, hips back, ear to shoulder, rise ribs. Yeah. Maybe ecstasy. Oh, let's take a wishbone. Do you like wishbones? Yeah. Take a wishbone. Right hand catches left forearm. Eyes look down to the ground while you begin to spiral the ribs open. Yeah. Mike's got his left foot in a hero, which is super strong. It connects more. It really gives you an opportunity to dig, drag, and find a rooting or a pulling back of the hip. Tendency here has our left elbow, the rooting arm, hyperextending. You don't have it, but my tendency is this. So just catching that little micro bend. Yeah, one more pulse. And then release back to center. Eyes forward, heart full, paws rooted. Externally rotate the right hand, twist cat left. Hips back, ear, shoulder, rise ribs. Wishbone option here, left hand catches right forearm. Ear to shoulder, rise through your ribs. Eyes shift down to the ground to begin to spiral the ribs open more towards the left, up towards the sky. That spiraling rib cage up. Hips pulse back, belly bows to the left. One more pulse. And then coming back through center. Walk the feet together and cross the left ankle over top of the right thigh. And then twist that foot to the left side. And so keeping this in a twisted variation, ear to shoulder, rise ribs, hips pulse back, open the belly to the left, rise through your left ribs. And then coming back, set up falcon. Heart forward, strong push of the mat away. Knee comes down to the mat. Knee, shin comes down to the mat. And then take 2 seats forward to lower the forearms down to the mat, to the ground, like little ice picks. And keeping your hollows in the outer wrist, elbows underneath of the shoulders, using forearms to push more space into the back heart. Lengthening the belly by elbows energetically dragging back towards the knees. Hips pulling back and wide behind you. Hamstring hug, the right heel to the bum. Crown of the head reaches forward. A little resist of ankle into thigh, thigh back into ankle. Do you like Falcon? Yeah. Some of my students love it and some of them hate it. I'm like figuring it out.
No, I like it.
Yeah. Take one more big full inhale. Now deep exhale. And then inhale inflates the back ribs to lift the elbows up away with lightness. Hands walk back towards or just plant down onto the mat. Right hands. And then tuck the back toes, lift up, crouch your cat. Awesome. Externally rotate the left hand, twist cat right. Last twists. Find some sweetness, some softness, some openness into the sideline. Chin is lifted, throat is open, expansive, rising. And then come back through center. And externally rotate the right hand, twist cat left. Last cats of the twist. And then when it feels complete, lower the right hip down, reach the right arm long, lie onto the side, side bow. Awesome. Mindful control. Taking a moment here and just calibrating. And then head rolls off of the bicep, arms up to the sky, rolling onto the back. And to shimmy back onto the mat. So the intention here to keep the alignment of your spine intact. Catch your knees, freedom pose. Long belly, lifted chin. A softness. Maybe rocking side to side, calming the nervous system. We move and we shift the energy, we elevate it, we raise the vibration, and then when we calm it back down, it's that taking care, taking attention, and mindfulness to bring us back to a place of equilibrium. And then release the left foot down and interlace your hands behind the right thigh for thigh root pose. Thigh pulls heavy away from you. Hero and fiesta your foot, and then extend the leg up towards the sky. It's almost like the heel is kicking upwards. Soft top paw. Lengthen the belly, lower lumbar lifted, chin lifted. And then release the interlace and take a full cross, a whole cross all the way over cow face. And then maybe catching your ankles if that's accessible. Knees pulling towards the back of the mat, chin lifted, belly long. So little binds, that like restriction, that tightness. I feel like it must be true. You know, in yoga I used to teach that these binded constrictions, when you release them, would flush, let's call energy, I want to say blood, flesh blood from the constriction, and I think that has to be good. I think it has to be true. Who knows? But I like them anyways. And then release what you've caught and just take the right ankle to cross over top of left thigh. Yeah, and let's have a gentle twist. Legs can fall to the right side or left. Yeah, left is good. And then with the arms, you can reach them like Mike, or you can give yourself a hug, or you can take little domes beside the ears, elbows up to the sky, finding a fullness, an expansion in the rib cage, a chin lifted. Lift back up through center. Uncross the legs and shifting sides. Interlace hands behind the left thigh, thigh root pose. The thigh pulls heavy away from you. It's like you're rooting femur down into the hip socket. Hero and fiesta the foot. Extend the heel up towards the sky. Chin is lifted, throat is open. Alignment of the spine and open belly. And then release the bind and cross, full cross, left leg all the way over the right for cow face. What's another name we could call this?
Longhorn.
Longhorn. Yeah, longhorn. Let's do it. Catch the ankles if you can, and then the knees resist away from you. Long belly, lifted chin. Yeah. Yeah, it's got to be better than cow face. What is cow face? And release your ankles, what you've caught, and take the left ankle, just slide it back up onto the right thigh. Gentle twist, legs to the right side. Arms can reach over to the left. You can chin up, bow, or big hug again. Okay, and come back through center. Big inhale, engaged core rises you back up. Uncross the legs, catch your freedom pose, little rock side to side. And as you're ready, extend the legs long and take some rest. Cues to set you up. You can take your hands to your bum, spread the cheeks. And give yourself a big bear hug. Grab for opposite shoulders, spread the shoulders. And press the back of it, and then the arms can just release out to the side, palms up or down. Lift the chin out at the throat. Take a big full inhale. And let that shit go. Stay here for as long as you need. The assimilation of the work is important. The rest after the work. the body can integrate it and put it where it needs to be put. move it. The shift, right? If you like seated meditation, you can move there after your little rest and just find that upward rising energy through your breath. And thank you, Mike. You have been a pleasure to have. Meow, meow, meow. Thank you for being here. P.S. Me and Mike and Jahan and Sarah are collaborating on a dope sauce production of amazing teacher training in San Diego, March 2nd to 11. So, Mike, what you got to say about that?
It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, it's going to be so damn good.
Yeah, so much good energy, so powerful and inspirational teachers sharing their offerings.
Totally.
Yeah, so we look forward to having you with us. You know, it's going to be epic.
Yeah, it's going to be so damn good. So if you are inspired by Bowspring, we are inspired by Bowspring.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt.
And we can't wait to kind of collaborate and create an amazing offering with you guys. So thank you. Thank you, Mike, for being here. And thank you for this practice. And I hope you guys had an awesome, fun class.
Yeah.
Peace.